out of y'all respective teams, if they were to meet up, who takes the dub? I'm talking about the Cowboys and the Bills. Okay, people. Russ being a
That's tough.
No, it's
That's
not.
tough.
No, it's
Russ
not.
being
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Russ said, "All right,
And I'm coming with all respect here
No.
for the
That's what I
Cowboys.
said. I'm not going. I'm not going.
No, but talk your shit.
No,
Go ahead.
52-17 was a long time ago.
Oh, here we. Why we got to do that?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the reason why Michael Irvin is screaming every Monday on ESPN is because the Buffalo Bills couldn't stop him. But with all that aside,
Man.
But no, that's what I said earlier. You think about the past, it's how you get past. That's why the Cowboys have sucked so many years, because we think about the past Super Bowls. Now going into this year, it would be a hell of a game. I still got my squad, but it would be a hell of a game, just the dynamics of it. But you can go first.
Man, I have to you got to go with the better quarterback.
Bro. Yo, Chris, you can't say that. That's it. Beta coaches.
Beta on the big stage. The fact that y'all have me on here talking about this, I think it's more fitting if you get Chris in here to talk about why the Bills, in his opinion, will never win the damn Super Bowl.
That man said 2 beta coaches.
They're both gonna defer at the toss.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 beta males, the beta ball. You want the ball? No, man. No, it's serious. I promise. All the players are alpha males, though. Can we get this motherfucker off? The coach is like, now, calm down.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
God dang.
Oh no.
Shit. Ken Dorsey and Kellen Moore calling stupid shit. That would be an entertaining game. That would be an entertaining game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If it was, yeah.
If you can see two teams whose coaching staffs that were on the offensive side of the ball where they said we want to win, but that wouldn't be interesting.
I don't know, man. I was bullish on the Bills early in the season. I've kind of cooled down. They got their flaws. I still think the Bills will win though, just because Josh Allen I think is better than Dak Prescott, and I feel like our defense is better. But you guys do have the best defensive player on the planet, in my opinion. But
2 of the top 10,
for sure. But I think Diggs cancel each other out, right? So it's going to be up to the ancillary targets to really kind of, get it done. I feel like the Cowboys have a better run game, for sure. So at the end of the day, you add that up. I feel like the Bills are better coached, but not by much. I think the offensive coordinators are a wash. Defensive coordinators are a wash. Leslie Frazier, bro. They're both good. They're both good. Leslie Frazier and Dan Quinn are a wash to me. They're both really good.
Invented the Legion of Boom.
Nigga.
And now he brought the Doomsday
Richard
back
Sherman
to Dallas.
invented the Legion of Boom.
Well,
Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas,
Micah Parsons.
See, this is why I hate having these conversations with this nigga right here.
Because we're good.
Because he can't be reasonable. He cannot be reasonable.
Okay.
I can give him all the credit, and he'll still come in here with some bullshit.
I said that we can agree that it's a wash on the offensive side. We can agree with that because our offensive coordinator will call some over-the-top stupid shit in the game and make us lose. So I agree. But on defense, I got Dan Quinn. I have full faith.
That's fine.
Quinn. And that's because you see players like Dorrance Armstrong who are put in a position, like we have Micah Parsons, we have DeMarcus Lawrence, but when you have a guy like Basham, Dorrance Armstrong, basically our whole secondary unit of defensive linemen that get the sacks. But when Micah's not getting there, it's them. And it's all because they're singled up because of 2 players. And when you have a guy like Trayvon Diggs who can lock up number 1 receivers, he will follow them if necessary, that he's shown. I think that our injuries in the other spots in the secondary would hurt us because guys like Josh Allen are going to pick on these other corners. And right now we don't have Anthony Brown. We don't have Lewis. So it's that part kind of scares me. But as far as just looking at our front 7 and the way that it can play, I think that it's often said you can't stop the run. I think we don't stop the run because the game is not played. We know sooner or later you're gonna.
And the Bills don't like to run the ball.
Well, none of the good teams do. And I think the Cowboys are playing like you can run it, but we know as soon as you get ready to pass, we sending them. And they
Yeah.
showed that. They showed that last week too. Like we're sending, and when we have a team that sends them and gets there, you're pretty dangerous. I think that the defense would be the.
I think the Bills' defense is better than the Cowboys' defense.
I disagree.
From three levels, like from a linebacker perspective, you got Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano. Matt Milano's playing like an All-Pro this season, and you got Jordan Poyer in the back end. Like these guys are really solid.
Anthony Barr, Leighton Van Der Esch, and Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons, you could kind of put him as everything.
But I'm saying,
I don't even consider him a linebacker.
And
really.
we're not even talking about Deion Clark. Deion Clark, who came from LSU, is looking like one of those. He is. He's gotten healthy, and he is. I'm just saying. I'm like the Cowboys have. What's his name? Sam Williams, the kid from Ole Miss. Like the Cowboys front seven is. I would put the Cowboys front seven over the majority of the league.
But not Buffalo's.
I think I would get them past Buffalo. Y'all got some monsters, but I think the only difference is, I think if you load it up and you say Buffalo's coming at you full speed and Dallas is coming at you full speed, you can say, well, Russell, you got the best player. We getting there first because we got Micah. And if Micah don't get there, Dallas has proven time and time again, if someone's getting there. Like it doesn't, you don't know who it is, but someone's getting there. And shout out to Marcus.
But as much as you have a Micah Parsons, the Bills have Josh Allen. And Josh Allen is a whole load. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's running over D tackles and jumping over people, and he's quick trigger quarterback. I'm just saying, like, it's a good game.
I'm not saying it would be a 52-17. I just like to throw that shit out there because I know that everybody on here lived
it. Hurts.
And I know Chris lived it too. So like I know you remember. They make God. But now the teams now. I think it really would depend on if Kellen Moore could get his mind right and call a run-based game. Because when the Cowboys call a run-based game and only throw when absolutely needed, Dak is the type of quarterback that can make the throws when needed. So there's no need to make him overthrow. I always say if he goes over 35 throws, it gets shaky. I just don't think that a lot of quarterbacks should do it. But the Cowboys, when they keep that under control, they're a hard team to beat. Man.
I don't even know if the Bills are going to make it out of the AFC. Like I'm still on that. I don't know if they're the best team in the playoffs. Like I think the Bengals are going to give them a real hard time, to be honest, matchup wise.
And people know I always say Philly's trash with the injury, and I don't like injuries. With the injury to Jimmy Garoppolo, I already said the success for the Cowboys is the NFC Championship. But with the injury to Jimmy Garoppolo, like the team that I thought was standing in our way because it's the one team I think that could actually like literally like stop the Cowboys run because they did it already is the San Francisco 49ers. Mm-hmm. And so with them not having a quarterback, like I don't really fear the Eagles. The Eagles got to show me. And yeah, you can say, well, Russ, you fanning out. Look at the Eagles. They barely beat us with a fucking backup named Cooper Rush. So we ready for them.
At home.
We trying to see them at home. And we trying to see them. So like now if the Eagles come out there and smash the Cowboys, I'll be like, ooh, we got some shit to worry about. But I also put it out there about this out there. If the Eagles do beat the Cowboys, it's very hard to beat an NFL team 3 times in a row. And you can look that up.
Yeah.
So like the Cowboys are in a very good position right now.
And I'll give you this. When it comes to the Cowboys and the Eagles, I feel like you guys have the athletes to match up with the Eagles.
Right? T.Y. Hilton. Too. Let's not forget.
Well, okay, but we don't know. Like,
if he's a piece of
pump the brakes on that.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
Just like Cole Beasley and John Brown. Like, I'm like,
I'm gonna say this though about T.Y. Like the thing that makes me say that we got him, and if he's anything like he like was, he didn't have to be exactly what he was because he doesn't have to be the number one. It's just like we don't have a third guy. Like Noah Brown is good, but you can tell like these plays in Noah Brown. It's kind of like when you watch San Francisco and their run plays before Christian McCaffrey. You're like, oh, that guy's getting 9-10 yards. Christian McCaffrey's getting touchdowns. So I think that if T.Y. can play, he's going to open up those routes that are, oh, you guard CD. Oh, you guard Gallup. Oops. You know what I'm saying? Over the top. You know what I'm saying? So I think those will be very important in the playoffs if he's up to snuff.
To serve as a reminder, before the trade deadline, the Cowboys were trying to acquire Brandon Cooks' services, but the deal did not go through, so they got basically an older, more experienced.
Brandon Cooks, that would have been fucking amazing.
That would have changed. Yeah. That would have tipped the scale.